Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
Happy Virg.
Whoa, happy end of Virgo season.
Libra season.
It's Libra season.
It's Libra season.
Second full day.
Wow.
We're in it.
And what does that mean? What are we moving out of and what are we moving into?
Well, Libras are all about justice, equality, fairness, and being cute, being sweet.
Yeah.
Looking cute and cute stuff.
Adorable attention lovers.
Mm-hmm. They're like tiny mini Leos wrapped up in like a justice warrior cloak.
That's a great way to put it.
I think is what they are.
Yeah.
In my HO.
I live with a Libra.
Whoa, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
You love a Libra. You have a lot of Libra. You have like impactful Libras in your life.
Yes.
I don't really.
And those people I've lived with.
Yes.
So I've had harmonious cohabitation with Libras, which I think is not predictable.
No, I wouldn't necessarily be like, yeah, totally.
But I think what really works with my current Libra situation is that she is she's so patient
and
generous.
Mm-hmm.
And that really helps balance out my tyranny.
Because you're not patient.
No, and I'm trying. I try to be a good roommate.
Oh, yeah.
I try very hard.
I mean, your roommate relationship seems nice to me.
It's great. I love it. I don't want to leave her.
Don't.
I love living with her.
You won't.
Okay.
I mean, you will live with her. You won't leave her.
Yeah.
That was scary the way I delivered that.
One day we'll part.
Yeah. And it will be okay.
It'll be the right time.
Mm-hmm.
I've never lived, literally since I left my childhood home, I have never lived anywhere for longer than 2 years in the same building.
Wow. Yeah. I think that was true of me as well until our apartment that we moved out of after like 3.5 years.
And that's such a rough existence to always be moving.
It's exhausting.
My friend Julie says that moving is the worst thing that can happen to you that you don't get a Hallmark card for.
She's right.
It's like literally trauma.
It is. It's horrible. It's so stressful, like truly, literally, physically. It's such like a shakeup of everything. Even if it's just like to a different space down the street, and like you don't have to also like find a new doctor and find a new hairstylist and do all of that stuff. It's still like you're stuck. Like you can't stumble around in the dark in the same way. Like you have to learn everything. What about before you put your contacts in? What do you do?
I don't know.
You have to learn.
Yeah, moving is horrific. And so having just spent 1 full year in my new place, the idea of leaving again kind of ever makes me want to throw up and die.
It makes me want to vomit on your behalf.
Thank you.
Don't move.
No, and I don't want to. And hopefully there's a moment where like Vince and I choose to live together.
Mm-hmm.
But not now, please.
Not now,
I can't move. I mean, it's only been a year, but like even at the 2-year mark, I would go, come on, I gotta move again.
Just let me live with this nice Libra.
My Libra who I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your relationship with Libras?
I was a little anti-Libra for a while.
Really?
But it's because there were like a few Libras that really gave them a bad name. And then there were like a lot of nice Libras lurking under the surface who I didn't realize were Libras, but were just like delightful people in my life, like your former roommate. And then like, you know, the gospel caught up to me. I realized how cute and nice the Libra can really be. And I came back around to them. I had like an old manager at a movie theater I worked at who was a Libra and was like really talked about it a lot and was one of the most annoying people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And was deeply like so like yeah, like a social justice warrior in like a bad way, where you're like, you're just doing this to like talk about it, but you're not like taking any action of any kind. You're just like using every single thing that anyone does as an excuse
To
to
be
like,
offended and
yes. And I hate that kind of person.
me too.
And then they were like regular annoying on top of it. And they were in a position of power over me at work.
Yikes. Wait, what job?
Music box.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I think you do too. I probably complained about them a lot.
Yeah, I get along with Libras kind of naturally, but also my former roommate Will, who might be on the pod soon.
Spoiler alert. Season. No face move.
No face move. They have a Virgo rising. And I've attributed a lot of our compatibility to sharing a Virgo rising.
Mm-hmm.
Because the things that feel like so out of alignment are the things that are so Libra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the things that I just can't relate to.
Do you feel that way with Izzy as well? Like, do you know what her rising is?
I don't know what her rising or her moon are, actually.
What the hell? You're living with this person? You're living with a stranger, essentially.
You're right. No, but I think the main thing that drives me cuckoo banana about Libra, which is actually kind of an air sign thing, is the indecisiveness. Libra's famously indecisive, but kind of also I have that experience with my Aquarius friends and my Gemini friends.
And I feel like they're all indecisive in little different ways.
Ooh, elaborate.
This is totally just like a made-up observation from my own life. But I feel like Geminis are indecisive where they're like, any of these things could be fun. But generally, if you point them in a direction and you're like, this is a thing we're doing, they're like, okay. Aquarius are indecisive because they want to make the right choice. They want to make the choice that doesn't ruffle any feathers and is good. They're like the humanitarian of the...
Because I feel like Aquariuses usually know what they want.
Yes.
But won't say it.
They can't bring themselves to like even conceptualize it fully, I don't think. Like deep in their bones, they know what they want, but...
Deep in their bones, they know, but something is getting in their way from articulating it.
Yes. And then Libras, I admittedly have less experience with, but perhaps their indecisiveness is more, I mean, I would imagine that it's like more based on like what is the fairest decision, like, and not necessarily like what are the people in this situation looking for me to do, which I think is like a little more Aquarius, but like what is right, like what is the right call here, like morally, but
also like I think about playing games with Will, and they will
not moral.
They will take not moral, but I feel like their indecisiveness is put on such display when it's their turn and they're taking 500 years to weigh every possible outcome.
Yes, like the scales, literally.
Yeah, they're weighing the scales.
Wow.
So it's like, if I do this, then I have to think 3 steps ahead and like, what are the outcomes of this move?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I have to think about this move and now that move. And then 5 hours later.
That is such a good observation.
Yeah.
I think there's something to this.
Yeah, there's something. So happy Libra season, everyone. Hope it's good. We actually kicked off Libra season last night here at your home.
We had a nice little party. Yeah. It was like a Rosh Hashanah, autumn equinox, Libra season, new moon combo party.
It was great. You had like a harvest potluck meal, activity stations because it was Jewish New Year. There was like a mini vision board station. So fun, so cute, so many options. Everyone made such a great thing.
It was really fun to see what everyone made because they were all so vastly different.
Yeah. It was really cute, and you had like little frames. Yeah. It was really cool. And that was really fun. And then you had a spell jar making station where Brooke had these little vials with corks.
Yeah.
So cute.
Those were the Death Become Her potions.
Yeah.
We just reused them.
Perfect. Fun. So you just had these. And then little bags of, I believe we had like basil, rosemary, sage, mugwort, rose, all these herbs and spices. And you had a little menu printed out of what everything stood for, or like what you could use,
the, like, magical properties
to like the magical properties, exactly. And so it was so cute. We rang a little bell into the
Mm-hmm.
vial, and
Mm-hmm.
then like it was just mugwort and sage.
It was just mugwort, actually.
Just mugwort.
It was just a little bundle of mugwort that we got in Bisbee last week.
Nice.
Harvested on a Monday.
I don't even know what mugwort is.
Well, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
It's an herb. We actually got a... This is not actually my scream, or this doesn't fit into any of the categories this week, but I do want to tell you and the listeners about it because I think this is really cool. Joe and I went to this community event, this community compost event on Saturday morning, and we went and like got a bunch of free mulch and compost, and like I technically got a free olive tree, but then I forgot to pick it up. But I signed up for this program where we just get 7 free trees in our lifetime, and you can just be like, go online and be like, I want this tree, and they'll deliver it to you.
What?
And then you just plant it, like these shade-bearing trees to create more shade cover in Los Angeles. So that's just like one of the programs that was at this event.
Okay.
Incredible. We learned about, we made these little seed bombs of like, specifically there's this tree called the black walnut tree. And if it's planted somewhere for 5 years, the place that it's planted becomes like a national historic or like a historic monument in California. This was like because it's going extinct, but it's protected. So there's this like huge area called Flat Top that is somewhere, I think it's over like on the east side, that is like at threat of being developed. So it's kind of like guerrilla like gardening essentially, where like you make these little like seed bombs with like the little black walnut, and you wrap it in like some soil, and then like you make it out of clay, this little ball, and you put it in your fridge for like a few weeks, and it germinates like because it's a cold I forgot what it's called, so I'm just gonna say germinating. I'm sure that's wrong. Plant people, come for me, I don't care. But like it helps like jumpstart the growing process essentially in the cold because it likes cold. And then you just like go to this zone and you just like throw it into the distance, and they're like encouraging a bunch of people to do this. A bunch of trees grow, and then like that whole area is safe from development. What?
That's awesome.
So that was really cool.
Literally grassroots.
Literally. Adjacent to this really cool event, where we also got free produce. I learned about this tea making workshop I'm going to in a couple weeks that's Halloween themed and completely free.
Whoa.
On Saturday morning.
Okay.
Adjacent to this event, which was held at like some like plant education center in Highland Park, is this nursery that just opened, only open a couple days a week, and it's all native plants. Like everything is like with native to the like Californian floridal map or something. I don't know. Some guy told us what it means. And it's essentially like some stuff is like Colorado or Mexico or Arizona, but it's like all like this zone topographically. And that was really exciting because Joe and I have been wanting to get specifically, there's this like variety of sage called Cowboy Cologne. It's native to Southern California. It's very fragrant. And we want to plant. I love that name. It's so cool. Wow. And native plants are so cool in California.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it back to mugwort. Don't worry.
Okay.
We want to plant some. There's like this little strip of dirt right by off the kitchen door in the back, and it's like kind of stinky sometimes from like the Toyota lot or like just whatever is around. Sometimes we get like city smells.
Okay.
And it's constantly baking in the sun. It's so hot. So like you can't really grow a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
But allegedly you can grow Cowboy Cologne and some other plants. So we went to this nursery, and then we told this guy our problem, and he was like, "Here are all these plants I recommend." And he went around, and we were just like rubbing the leaves and smelling them, and he would be like, "This one I really like." And it was like a lot of these plants I'd heard of in like magical or medicinal ways, but like I've always gotten them from like an herb shop or something. I didn't realize they were native plants that I could literally just grow in my yard.
Brilliant.
So we bought so many plants. They haven't gone in the ground yet, but they're going to. And one of the ones I bought is mugwort.
Okay.
And it's just an herb. It's like in ancient times and now, it's generally regarded as having like really strong psychic qualities. So it's really good for like dreaming, if you're trying to lucid dream or astral project or just like connect with magic at all. Like if you're like I want to do a really powerful spell. It's also really good for cleansing. So it's
Okay.
like a nice alternative to sage, which is not always ethically harvested, which is like kind of the big problem with sage. Like a sage bundle that you might buy at like an Urban Outfitters in Chicago or something, like probably was not grown or harvested ethically. And I don't totally know exactly what that means. Again, plant people don't come for me, but I know that it is like something that's like a little like you're not supposed to, like, it's kind of bad. But we bought a bunch of white sage plants, so now I'm just gonna also harvest that for my backyard.
Fabulous.
What could be more ethical?
So instead of the sage, what we did is we burned the mugwort.
Yes.
And I guess cleanse the inside of the vials before putting in the spells. And then we had a layer of salt.
Which is just good for like cleansing, grounding, and just keeping everything neat and tidy.
Good baseline. And I made 3 spells. I had one that was like a bigger vial, and it was supposed to be for an abundance of strength and wisdom.
Do you remember what was in it?
Yeah, strength and wisdom.
Yeah.
There's like white oak.
Yeah.
And blackberry leaf.
Yeah. I tried to pick herbs that were also specific to like Rosh Hashanah or Mabon, like the autumnal equinox. I tried to like focus on like autumnal herbs and like things that are appropriate for the season. It was really fun.
So it was those 2, and then I put corn husk for an abundance of those 2 things.
So good.
And then for my other 2 little vials, I wanted to focus on love and money for both of them. And I used the same ingredients with different proportions. So it was cinnamon, basil, and rose. And one had more money focus, one had more love focus, just to cover my bases.
Yeah, you gotta cover your bases.
So cute.
It's so nice because like all the things you just said, like most people just have laying around their house. Probably not the rose, but like go pick a rose off the ground, let it dry.
Sure.
Yeah.
Salt, sure. Do a spell.
Sure.
So I had my little spells.
Yeah.
It was so cute. It was really a thoughtful little party. Yes. Our friend did tarot reading inside. Everyone who wanted to got a private reading. Really I didn't get a chance to do that, but she's read my cards before.
Yeah.
She'll do it again.
Certainly.
Yeah, it was a great party.
It's really fun to be just like, I was kind of like, I want a little coven. And then I was like, oh, I have one. Oh, if I just invite people over and tell them to make spells, they will. And they'll all have such a great time. And everyone's vision board was so different and unique and fun.
We had mulled wine and hot cider.
Thank you
Still
to Samantha
felt a
for
little
that.
too hot.
Yeah, it was too hot.
But I'm glad that it's fall. It's officially fall.
Thank fucking God.
It's hot.
It's too hot. It's so hot in this room right now.
I'm done.
I wish we could have the AC on while we record, but we can't.
Well, let's move on to our Capricorn and Cancer moment of the week.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Crab and goat. Crab and goat.
They're taking on LA.
Walking up the mountain and having a sleigh.
Hey. Crab and goat. Well, that one could use some work, but
we'll workshop it.
We've been getting feedback that the songs are kind of a hit. We've been getting positive feedback on the songs.
Yeah, so we'll try to get you more musical content. Well, let's try it again.
Okay, hold on.
But these are good bones.
Okay.
All right. I like our crab and goat. And let's go from there. Ready?
Crab and goat.
Start over. 5, 6, 7, 8. Crab and goat. Taking on LA. Crab and goat. It's sunny today. Crab and goat. It's hot. Crab and goat. Get a pot. Boil some water. Let it salt.
Don't put the crab in it, she will die. Don't put the goat in it, she will die.
Some people eat crab and goat. Some people eat crab and goat.
Some people are crab and goat.
We don't ethically say that you can't eat crab and goat. Eat it if you want.
Crab is one of my favorite foods.
Yum.
I
better.
I froze for so long. I just,
Your face of fear.
you saw the panic in my eyes.
And I
was
said,
like,
I'll just keep going.
yeah. And that's why they pay you the big bucks.
You can't have fear. I've let go of the fear.
You cannot have fear.
I used to have
Fear is the mind killer.
Fear's the mind killer.
You hated that movie.
What movie was
That's
that?
from Dune.
See, that
The way that the mood of the whole room just shifted when I said Dune.
that is none of my business. Dune is none of my business. I literally tried. I watched.
I know.
I watched all of the first movie exactly once, but it took me like 4 tries because I kept falling asleep because it's so fucking boring. It's a boy movie. Sorry. Dune is a boy movie. If you like it, you're a boy.
It is. It is, and in that way, I'm a boy. If you're a boy, I'm a boy.
That's a Notebook reference.
That's a Notebook reference, but a little different.
Is my business.
Yeah, and I really, really, the Notebooks makes me so mad.
Why?
The same reason that Love Actually makes me so mad.
No, it's better than Love Actually. What?
Because I'm like, dude, she wants you to leave her alone.
Oh, at the very beginning?
Yeah, it feels like most of the movie.
No, it's just the very beginning when he's like, go out with me. And then he does a psychotic thing where he like hangs off the Ferris.
That.
And then she goes, okay. But then she doesn't want him to leave her alone actually kind of ever again.
Fine, I didn't like it.
Get over it, actually.
Get over Dune.
No.
Fear is the mind killer. Stop being afraid of Dune.
I'm not afraid of Dune.
You're afraid, admit it.
No.
You're afraid.
I have distinct.
You're afraid of the sandworm.
Well, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
It's a scary worm.
I am. We play this game with Possum in the bed called Shai Halud, which is one of the like tribal names for the sandworm.
Okay.
Because we call him Possum Al Gaib, which is like Lisan Al Gaib is like the name for the Messiah that Timothy Chalamet is, and he really just has like Dune vibes. We also call Beans Beanie Gesserit, which is Bene Gesserit, which is like the witch clan that is like really spooky and all powerful.
Why do you know this?
Because I love Dune 1 and 2. Anything that Denis Villeneuve touches.
Who?
Exactly. The director of Prisoners, Sicario, Arrival. All my favorite boy movies.
Kind of boy movies.
Yeah.
Style.
He's really the only boy movie maker that I'm like, let's go. I think maybe it's because he's French-Canadian. And he has a real distaste for America that you can feel in all of his films.
And that I love.
Yeah. It's a lot. Okay, he makes boy movies that are like, boy movie. But if the boys just could get in touch with their emotions, they wouldn't be having these problems. They're ruining themselves.
Boys are the problem.
Boys are the problem in every movie, which is exciting. Like Prisoners, boys are the problem. Yeah. Boys are the movie, but
boys are the problem.
Sicario, Emily Blunt is the protagonist, but boys are the problem.
Okay.
We gotta watch Sicario.
Okay.
We have not talked about either of our moments of the week.
Okay. Let's do it.
What's yours?
All right. So I need your opinion about if this is Capricorn or something else in my chart.
Okay.
Vince and I took our 24-hour trip to Austin this last Friday through Saturday. I think if he was alone, it would have shook out like this. Because he bought the flight alone and then I kind of tagged along. So this is his itinerary. And I think this is what he would have done. He would have gotten off work Thursday night at like 11 p.m. He would have driven straight to LAX. He would have gotten to the gate just like 5 hours early.
What?
In his suit and tie. He would have landed in Austin at like 11:30. Ubered straight to the movie theater, the Alamo Drafthouse, for the film festival for the 2:30 p.m. showing, and just gotten there hours early. With his, also, he didn't have a backpack or a suitcase. He had a tote bag with his like toothbrush and jammies, and he wore a suit on the plane. So I think he would have gone straight to the movie theater with his tote, seen the movie, and then like hung out and done whatever, and then maybe not even spent the night and just Uber back to the airport. That's what I think might have happened if he was alone.
That sounds horrific.
I had to fight for my rights.
When would he have slept? Would he have slept at the airport?
He would have thought that he didn't have... Because I think for him, he was like, well, if I'm getting off work at 11 and my flight's at 6:30, I don't have time to sleep. No, you do.
You do.
You do, actually. You have a few hours to sleep, and that's important.
It's literally critical.
So, so before we left, we had already decided this, but I felt like I had to kind of fight for my rights a little bit.
Wow.
I'm like, we need to get an early check-in. And if we can't get an early check-in, we're still going to the airport to drop off our bags. I mean, excuse me, the hotel.
Oh,
we're going to the hotel to drop off our bags before we're going to the movie theater.
They will let you put them in a closet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what hotels do. They'll take your bags before
Yeah.
you check in behind the desk or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I insisted,
Good.
whether or not we have a check-in, we're going to the hotel. We're dropping off my bag. He's like, what luggage do you have? And I was like, are you kidding? I'm gonna have at least my backpack. That's my carry-on backpack.
And I don't want to lug that around Austin.
And I'm not going to be event ready for my 6:30 flight. I'm just not. And so, and he's like, well, where are you going to get ready if we can't check it? I was like, they have bathroom. Like, you're acting like, what? Because he was like, well, I imagine maybe we'll like, we just drop off our bags at the movie theater. And I was like, no, everything I own is in that bag.
No.
We can't, there's no one, it's no one's job to look after our luggage.
No. At the movie theater.
At the movie theater.
At the hotel. It is. Kind of someone's job.
Literally. Anyway, so then he called. He got us an early check-in. It was all fine. But it was just like, and you know, I'm on the flight.
He's desperate to not be comfortable.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is. As a cancer man. I don't
either.
It was just too much anxiety about the timing, thinking that he was just going to miss everything. But it's like, honey, you have time.
Yeah.
And it shook out really perfectly in all ways. Like, it was perfectly timed. And
like, you just had a comfortable rest at the hotel and then, like, went to the 2:30
Well, it wasn't a
screening.
rest. It was, like, a, 30-minute doing my hair and makeup and, like, changing. And then we left. The only thing we didn't quite have enough time for was, like, to get me fed. And I was getting angry. And then I got a gluten-free Shake Shack burger around the corner from the movie theater. So, like, that saved me.
Yum.
But I was just like, no, everyone needs to relax.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if that was particularly Capricorn of me.
It feels like a combo of Capricorn Virgo a little bit. Like, you were just like, let's just beat it out. What can we actually achieve?
And actually, if you just get TSA pre-check,
yeah,
then that would solve a lot of our problems.
That was the Capricorn moment, truly.
Yeah.
That's so nice. You must fly with such ease.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And actually, I haven't used it at LAX yet, just Burbank and like other airports.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been really freaking nice at LAX.
Yeah, you still haven't used it.
He was just like watching all the people like walk past. He's like, so you just get to cut the line? I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes, honey.
What about every time you drop me off at Burbank and I text you literally 3 minutes after you drop me off that I'm at my gate?
What do you think that is?
What do you think that is? It's pre-check.
I will say Burbank is amazing, and as someone who doesn't have pre-check, it takes
it's
about
just
3
as
minutes
fast.
to get,
yeah,
but it would be incredible for LAX and like every other like return airport that I'm ever in.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was my moment. What's your Cancer moment?
I think it's pretty much the same as every week, which was that I saw my friend do something live. I was proud of them, and I sobbed openly.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with you though.
Yeah,
because you didn't cry at Quick and Funny.
You don't know that.
You didn't cry.
No, I did.
No, you're lying.
I think, unfortunately, it was during Isabella's song.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So you saw me perform live and didn't shed a tear, and that's kind of, like, what's going on with that?
Listen, you're right. I'm broken.
Seems like not, because you're about to tell me about how you sobbed during another friend's performance. Go ahead. Tell me about it.
It's just that, it was this burlesque show in Bisbee, which is a tiny, cute little town in Arizona.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. Calico Spritz was performing, and she did not know that she was being, like, billed this way. But she got introduced for she did 2 acts. And her second act, she got introduced as the headliner from Los Angeles.
Ooh.
She was like, and then she did her dance. And I've, like, seen like a version of what she did before, but I was also much drunker than I was at Quick and Funny musical, so probably has something to do with it. I was drunk and I was in so much back pain. We'll get to it. And I was just like, it was kind of taking everything in me to just like be there. And like all the other performers were like great and creative and really fun, and I was like, woo, but I was also like, oh my god, it's taking so much energy and strength to be here. And then Calico performed, and I like couldn't watch her because my eyes were like squeezed shut from scream sobbing. Sorry.
I'm just taking it personally now.
Sorry. Yeah. I didn't expect that.
I'm making it about myself.
Well, and what part of your chart do you think that's about?
Capricorn. I'm just being jealous.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you weren't moved to tears, and that's on me, I guess.
Yeah. Try harder next time.
Okay, I'll try harder.
You are in the next one, right?
Yes.
That as well as directing?
Yes.
I'll get my tissues ready.
Shut up. Don't worry about it. No, don't cry. I don't want you to cry. Don't cry for me, Brooke Juanita. The truth is I never wanted you to.
I can see so much of the whites of your eyes.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
No, that's it.
You're done?
I'm done.
All right. Moving on.
I just have some funny pictures.
Oh, I want to see
me.
those.
I'm like, there's one where it's like my eyes are squeezed shut. You can tell that my face is like wet, and it's sort of like this open mouth, like mid choking out a sob.
Is it?
And
is
it's
it
next
not...
to Joe, who is like hysterically laughing. Like it is it's like most Cancer Gemini.
Tell me this.
Yeah.
Is it pretty much an exact replica of us on the Raging Bull at Six Flags? That picture?
Yeah.
You eyes closed.
Like screaming for my life.
Wet face. Wailing. And Joe's like,
yeah, it's like arms up, smiling.
Yeah.
It is that. Yeah, it's an exact replica, actually.
That's funny.
I'll show it to you after we record.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, I have a similar picture to show from that I saw from John and Patrick's wedding of me doing that exact same cry on the dance floor. I'll show you.
Oh, I really want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
All right. Well, what are you screaming, crying, throwing up about?
Screaming, crying, throwing up. Screaming, crying, throwing up.
I'm screaming about the human body and how it's been failing me recently. I woke up for a 10-hour drive to Arizona last week and
That is too far, honey.
it's too far. I said, oh no, I'm coming down with a cold. That's gonna suck. Then I went to simply like adjust. It was like too early. Like we weren't getting up yet. I just got up to pee or something. And then I went to adjust the bed sheets, like where you grab one of each corner and then just like lift it up and like flick it.
Yeah.
And my arms went up and I just like froze. Like everything in my body clenched. And I said, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. It didn't go away right away. Like sometimes you like do something weird and you're just like, whoa, that was weird. And it's immediately gone. This was like, oh, something has gone very wrong. And then I had to sit in the backseat of the car for 10 hours. And I luckily had a heating pad that we were able to like plug into the car, but it kept overheating because the car didn't have like enough power. So I could keep it like a very low heat and it like helped. It was pretty fucking gnarly, dude. And then I was on like a 7-day trip across 3 cities in one state. So my back is all fucked up. And then, of course, like the cold that I felt coming really kicks into gear like a couple days into the trip. And the trip we're on is also like starts out more or less as like just a bender. Like we're just like staying up late and or drinking every night for like 4 days. And I think it was only like the third. It was like we were up really late the night we got in because we like drove really late into the night. And then the next night was like partying, drinking, staying out late. The next night was partying, drinking, staying out late in a totally different town. And then the next night was like more partying, drinking, and staying out late that I had to like opt out of. I had to recuse myself because I was like, I think I'm going to actually die.
Oh, no.
I think I have to go to sleep. And it was very nice. Then when I was at my mom's house, I got a chance to like recover a little bit and just sleep. But I also felt bad because we were there to visit her, and I was like sleeping the whole time. And then we had to get on a plane, which is, of course, as we talked about. Well, we didn't talk about this, actually. We just talked about how moving is stressful. But, like, traveling in general is really stressful on the body.
Yeah.
Physically. We get back into town, and I'm like, okay, my back is feeling better. Like, that has pretty much resolved itself. This cold is going away. We're doing okay. Last night, we're having this party, and I am heroically rescuing Frank after he's escaped. And I, in front of you, you saw it happen, fall at the bottom of the stairs and like sprained my ankle, which is why I'm sitting like this and having so much trouble adjusting myself because I sprained my goddamn ankle. And it could have been a lot worse. Like I have a brace on it, but I'm still like hobbling around the house.
Yeah, you're on it way more than I expected you to be.
Stairs. I think what happened is I sprained like the top,
Oof.
not one of the sides.
Yeah.
So, which is in a way is like a little better because it's a little bit easier to like stretch and strengthen that like a flexion point movement than like the side to side.
Yes.
So luckily, like as I remobilize it, it won't be that bad. When I missed that bottom step, like I seriously feel like my foot like folded in half. Like not my foot, but it didn't fold like at my ankle joint. Like I don't know exactly what happened. I know. I like couldn't say it. I could not bring myself to say it out loud last night because I was like, I think I'll actually throw up. But like I think like my foot came like the top of my foot came like all the way up to my shin for like a split second.
That's actually easier to hear than kind of the other way. As a
Yeah.
person who suffers from like chronic ankle
Yes.
sprains,
Yes.
I have
I'm
so
literally
much,
talking to the expert.
so much empathy for an ankle sprain.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing a foot go up,
Yeah.
what would that be?
More than like all the way to the side.
Is this like hamburger style or hot dog style?
I think it's
I
actually
think it's hamburger.
Oh, I was gonna say hot dog. Cause the side is
Side
kind
to
of like
side.
wider, I guess.
Okay.
I think it depends on what you consider the top.
I was kind of thinking this is the long bun.
No,
going
you're
back and
right.
forth.
It's kind of like no, it is kind of hamburger, I guess.
So you sprained your ankle hamburger style.
I sprained my ankle hamburger style.
And spraining it hot dog style is really horrific.
It is. I've also had a couple of like absolutely debilitating hot dog style sprains in my day.
Horrific.
I think like I think since meeting you, I haven't had one that was that bad. But like once when I was in high school, we went to like Oregon for a Shakespeare festival, and I sprained my ankle on like the second day while we were all walking around. And I sprained it so bad that I like fell and twisted it, and we were walking in a big group, and I was like, fuck, how? But I didn't realize how bad it was, so I got up and kept trying to walk, and I was going so slow, and one of the chaperones like kind of like scolded me for like dragging behind, and then eventually I was like, I think I really hurt myself. I was wearing like Converse high tops, I remember.
Ooh.
So it was kind of like braced already, which is why I probably could put weight on it. But then when I like sat down and we lifted up the pant, it was just like purple and like spilling over the shoes like a fucking grapefruit. It was a grade 3 sprain. We went to the ER and they were like, you will need to walk around in a boot for some time. And I wore a boot for 2 weeks in high school.
Horrific.
I was like, God damn. I also wore a boot in elementary school for a little while when I bruised my heel bone.
Doing what?
One of the nerdiest fucking things you could do. I don't know, just like walking, I guess. Walked too much.
No.
Anyway, so I'm screaming because I'm fucking pissed off about the human body.
Your body is against you
It's
currently.
against me.
Sorry to hear it.
That's okay.
Ugh.
What's your scream?
I'm screaming and crying a little bit. Tears came to the eyes. Going back to the trip.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the gate with just enough time, and actually with plenty of time, because when I got my boarding pass, I did not get a seat assignment. So I went up to the gate and I was like, hey, can I get a seat assignment? And they're like, okay, we oversold the flight. Don't worry, you're getting on the flight. We have volunteers if we need them. We just can't give you a seat assignment yet.
Okay.
Because they were just like waiting for kind of final boarding, I guess, to like see who is or is not actually getting on the flight. And Vince got his ticket separately, so he could have boarded, but he's like, I'll wait with her. So we're just standing there kind of like near the customer service desk right by the, like, no one's in line because they're just like waiting for people to come.
To clarify, this is
Yeah.
direct flight LAX to Austin
Yes.
at like 6:30 in the morning.
Earlier, yeah, because
Oh.
it was supposed to take off at 6:20.
Oh, okay. So this is like 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Or
Just setting,
6:30, yeah.
setting the
6:30.
scene.
Yeah, early. And Vince is in his full suit, and I'm in my sweatpants, sweatshirt, heatless curls, backpack, socks, and tivas.
Your uniform.
My uniform.
Your airport
Certainly
uniform.
Certainly an airport uniform. He was business boyfriend, and I was casual girlfriend.
That's so funny.
We looked like quite the pair.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, so he's waiting with me, and I'm just kind of like being patient. I don't have any feelings about it. And sure enough, people are like running up to the gate for the last second. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Including one person who Vince and I recognized instantly. And it didn't matter if we actually recognized them or not, because as soon as they pulled up in front of me, they declared their first and last name very loudly in a panic because they were about to miss their flight. They said, Tom Sandoval?
No.
And that was Vince's reaction. He said, get out. Get out. A little too loudly, I think. And I was just like, I was blown back. Tears sprung to my eyes. It was like a dream. It was a dream because that's what happens in dreams. You're just minding your business at the airport.
And then a celebrity shows up.
And then Tom Sandoval runs in front of you.
Wait.
And declares, Tom Sandoval?
And he was on your flight?
Yes. He was flying to Austin. I mean, maybe he had a connection. And we watched him walk.
I'm like freaking out. Tears
and
are coming
also,
to my eyes.
There was like no reason for him to do that. Because he had just like a boarding pass and he like just walked on.
I've never said my name to the person at the gate. Actually, I'm realizing.
Tom Sandoval?
They don't. It's not like a guest list at a club. It's you have like a QR code on your phone.
So on brand for him. And then he's like, he's just like wearing some like athleisure, has a backpack, has like a hat, is holding like a tracksuit jacket in his hand that says Tom Tom.
Tears are like running down.
No,
my
literally,
face.
I was like tearing up because
like,
it was like some of the most like starstruck I've ever been.
Yeah, how could you not be? He's like in full character.
Yeah. Tom Sandoval?
Juanita,
And
you texted me that something crazy happened at the airport and you were going to tell me on the podcast. And I was really trying to like distance myself from that information.
Yeah.
And I knew in my heart that you saw someone from Vanderpump Rules. I think because also maybe we were like talking about one of the cast members at the time. Mm-hmm. So I had like an in. Not in a million years did I see it coming that it was Tom fucking Sandoval.
I think you thought it was going to be James Kennedy.
Tim Schwandoval. Tim Schmandoval.
Isn't that incredible? It was like...
I did think it was going to be James Kennedy. But
no, I wouldn't have reacted. I wouldn't have cried
if
it was James Kennedy.
Which was why I was like, maybe it's James Kennedy, but like, I don't think it would be that exciting. But I was like, who did she see?
And then we got rewarded by business class seats. They changed Vince's seat and put us next to each other in business class. We were like the first row after first class.
Oh my! So
we had a nice seat.
Were you near?
No, so then I was like looking in first class. He wasn't in first class. So we had better seats than Tom Sandoval on this flight.
I'm fucking blown away.
I'm amazing.
I'm amazed. Oh, a Tom in the wild.
A Tom in the wild. It would have been one thing if I was like seeing his band perform or something.
Or going to Tom or whatever.
But to be just like...
Do they have any bars that are open?
Tom is open.
Tom is open, yeah.
But just to be absolutely confronted with his presence in an airport.
That's unbelievable.
It was amazing.
It was one thing to go to something about her and like take a picture with Katie and her mom, which was really fun. But like, it was like going to a museum and paying the admission and getting a sandwich and being in an awesome museum. But
I'm just so grateful that Vince had started watching Vanderpump Rules, and that meant something to him too.
Yeah,
that was really special. Honestly, we had this Vanderpump sighting.
Did you just like not stop talking about it.
No,
for-
we couldn't stop. We just kept going, Tom Sandoval?
So harried.
So panicked. But yeah, when have you ever rushed up to
A cancer.
he
A
is
harried,
Cancer,
anxious cancer.
who was like, do you, like, the cameras aren't on, bud?
They are not on. It is so early in the morning.
But yeah, I mean, the security lines were crazy. Maybe he doesn't have pre-check. No, he has to have pre-check.
He has to.
Maybe he was playing it too close with his pre-check.
He was just freaked out. Maybe he thought, maybe they made an announcement that was like,
Final boarding.
for blah blah. Because sometimes they're like, so and so.
Oh, maybe they're
report to the
calling
gate.
names.
Yeah.
Maybe, but if I had
But you
heard
would have,
Tom
I feel like you would have
Sandoval,
heard that in the intercom. Yeah.
I would have perked up.
I think he's just being himself.
Incredible.
He's
So,
awesome.
That's why I was screaming and crying.
Oh, that's amazing, truly.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, I feel like I just kind of had a rebirth hearing about that.
I was physically blown back.
I feel born anew.
Looking like my crazy ass in the airport.
Your heatless curlers.
And I was like,
just agog. in your
agog.
uniform. Oh my god.
Let's talk Venus.
Okay.
Venus
I went up. I don't know what happened.
So I'd like to address the prophecy.
Oh.
And I don't know. I think we've talked about the prophecy before on the pod, but I think it was lost to time.
That prophecy, yes. Tell them about it again.
Story about the prophecy. In spring 2015, I went on a date with someone that I went to college with, and we got tacos, and this was a first date. We got tacos and got our palms read. We went to this palm reader in Wicker Park in Chicago.
Fun, romantic.
Cute, fun idea,
Yeah.
yeah. And we did private readings. And at this point, like, I'm a year out of college. Like, I was single all throughout college. Been single for a very long time. Was very frustrated about it. And I asked the palm reader about, like, my love life in general. And she said, you will not find what you're looking for 11 years. And I was like, fuck. That's horrible to hear.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare to hear.
That is horrific. That's like you want to wait a decade? Try longer.
Right.
What?
I was like, what? And then I kind of forgot about it because I did have 2 adult relationships after that. And I guess I was kind of interpreting it as like, you won't have a boyfriend for 11 years.
Yes.
But when I decided to move to LA, I just kind of remembered the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something that made me really excited about my move because I had such terrible luck finding someone in Chicago.
I remember talking to you about this, and we were like, wait, the prophecy wasn't that, like, you'll find a boyfriend or you'll be in a relationship. It's you won't find what you're looking for, which is true. Like, you, up to that point, had been in these relationships that were ultimately, like, not right or
Not what I was looking for.
Exactly.
And so I was like, as the move was concerned, I was like, oh, I was never meant to stay in Chicago. I was never meant to be there because I needed to leave to find what I was looking for. And so I recently told Vince about the prophecy for the first time.
Cool.
Like a few weeks ago. And he was like, oh, how long has it been? And I was like, 10 years. And which kind of like sucks with like the storytelling of it, because I would love for him to be
Well, I think, yeah.
relaxed.
I will. Because I'm like, I think I can spin it, but I think you're about to.
So I was like, but like with that much time, I mean, margin of error,
Sure.
whatever. I said I would like for Vince to be
Adjust for inflation.
whatever. Years are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If you're predicting that far out.
Maybe she meant 11 Ethiopian years.
Exactly. No, that would be
Longer?
Longer?
Or just
I don't
backwards?
know.
Doesn't matter.
And then the next morning I was thinking about it and I was like, I did the math wrong.
What?
I did the math wrong because, when it's your birthday, like I'll turn 35 this January.
Okay.
But that means that I have completed 35 years and then I'm embarking on my 36th.
Oh.
Because that's how years work. Like when you're born, you're 0.
Yeah.
And then when you turn 1, you've completed 1 whole year, and then you start your second.
You're right.
So if I had that date, if I had the prophecy read spring of 2015, then spring of 2025, 10 years was completed. I'm on the 11th. And I met Vince in May at the beginning of the 11th year.
That's so fucking cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, and also I was going to say, like, doubling down, even if you hadn't done the math wrong, doubling down on, like, assuming that that prophecy means a certain thing, like, for all we know, next spring, like, you and Vince could be, like, living together or something, and, like, that, and, like, or you could have, like, a different type of security in the same relationship with the same man. It's not, shouldn't say you won't find who you're looking for.
That's true.
So it could also be, like, I'm just interested to see what happens next spring as well. But also, you're totally right. That's incredible.
But at, like, the literal start of the 11th year,
you met him.
From the prophecy, I met him.
Dude.
It's exciting.
That's fucking crazy.
And I don't know if I'm being crazy, but, like, because, like, he doesn't make me feel crazy. So,
yeah.
I'm just,
and that's
like,
honestly, like, 90% of it.
Kind of when I was, like, deciding whether or not we should be boyfriends, it felt like I was deciding if he was my husband. And that's, like, I don't know if that's crazy, but, like, that Frank is jostling the camera.
Jostling the camera. Come here. You trapped up here? No, you're not. Come up here. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. What? So what were you saying?
Oh, I don't even know. Huh? It kind of felt like I was picking my husband, which I think is, like, kind of irrational, but it just felt, I was just like, at this point in my life,
yeah, well,
I have to feel, like, pretty secure that this person could be a life partner.
Mm-hmm.
And during the pre-boyfriend process, I was asking a lot of important questions. You know,
Yes.
we were getting on the same page. I was trying to figure out big things before committing to any sort of relationship, because, like, he's not a practice boyfriend. I don't need any of those anymore. Like, we're doing it. I want to do it for real, for realsies. So asking about, like, you know, getting on the same page politically, like, do you want kids? Like, things that are kind of the only thing that I haven't really. I mean, so far, I'm sure there's so many conversations to be had about, like, how you would choose to live together or whatever.
You'll have them for the rest of your life.
Right. But, like, and I feel like kids is so huge. Like, if he had said, like, I 100% need a kid and that's a deal breaker. I talked about that when Calico was on the pod.
Yes.
And I said I had a nightmare that he said that having kids
was a deal breaker.
Yeah, that would have really scared me.
Yeah. Literally so much you had a nightmare about it.
Yeah.
That's how scary it is.
But that's not. I mean,
it's just not true.
Yeah, he's talked about, he's like, he would maybe like to be a dad, but it doesn't fit into his life practically.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, let's keep it that way.
Fine.
And I was very honest. I was like, I don't think I want kids.
Yeah.
And he heard that, and
I can't wait until Auntie and Uncle Vince live on the compound with us.
Yeah.
And hang out with our adopted children.
And he loves kids, and I love kids.
Yeah. It's just not you don't need to be a traditional parent.
No. I don't want to be.
Sounds exhausting.
So, you wanting to do it? And
not traditionally. I would rather die.
I mean, with a lot of help. A lot of support.
I'm like, I feel like I have, like, a laundry list of friends who are like, I'm so down to help you co-parent your kid, and I don't want to be a primary parent. So I'm like, great. Totally. I'll be the primary, and then I'll have 7 co-parents.
Hell yeah.
It'll be awesome. And my child will be so well-rounded and thoughtful and kind.
Yes.
Because they'll be exposed to so many different perspectives and values.
I'm so excited.
Experiences. That's how all children should be raised, by a village.
I agree.
Anyway,
I just don't know if it feels kind of intense or crazy to be like, no, he's my husband. I've known him for only a few months.
That's true, but I don't know. I mean, people are always like, when you know, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think they're right.
I sometimes wonder about how he feels about it in terms of, like, he's had, like, way more relationships than I have, and he's kind of more of a relationship person. So sometimes I, like, go, like, oh, does it mean more to me because I've had fewer relationships?
You know what? No. Because you guys were dating for a while before you became official. And you've only been official for a few months. But
Wait,
like,
is today the 23rd?
yes.
Wait, June, July, August, September. We met 4 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, still.
So
That's
we were dating for 2 months and then we've been boyfriends for 2 months.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like you're not being crazy. But I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, so maybe I'm the wrong person to ask.
Me too, but I'm also like deadly practical.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, am I being sick? Am I ill?
Have you expressed that to him?
No, that's so insane.
So then you're fine. Just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, but I
And the
wonder.
pod.
I'm like, yeah, but I
The pod
wonder if
babies.
he thinks about it as seriously, just based
Yeah.
on his experiences.
Yeah. Or if he's just dating you for shits and gigs.
I don't think it's shits and gigs.
Yeah.
I mean, when I met him, he was like, I want to find my person.
Yeah. You're probably on the same page. And then it'll just be like kind of a secret until it comes out. Have you guys said I love you to each other? I feel like that'll be like a big security thing.
Yeah, and
When
it's
that
not that I
happens.
don't feel secure, which is
No.
a green flag.
Huge green flag. We love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. One day you'll feel it and it'll come.
Yeah.
It's nice. I think it's a nice sign that he makes you feel so safe and secure that like you can kind of put the like Capricorn cart before the horse and be like, yeah, this man's probably my husband. Eventually I'll love him. Eventually we'll express that for each other. But right now I'm pretty sure this is a great candidate for husbandry.
I mean, I'm definitely falling in love with them.
Yeah, of course.
I feel very strongly for him.
You are on The Bachelor and you're like,
Love level. We've only done love level 1 though, which is I like you
mm-hmm.
a lot.
But what is it when they do it like in a confessional but not to the lead? It's like
It's loaded.
it's loaded.
So this is a loaded love level 3.
Is 3 I'm falling in love with you and 4 is I love
Yeah.
you. What's 2?
I can see myself.
I can see myself. It's like visualizing.
Yeah.
God. Okay. I'm in for the ride. I mean, I'm Provence.
Me too.
I don't think it's crazy. I just could never think that you're crazy.
Thanks. I have a lot of credibility. I have anti-crazy credibility built up.
Well, also, I just most of the time can see where my friends are coming from, no matter what.
Aww.
Aww. But sometimes my friends are being crazy. I gotta say, girl, you crazy.
You're crazy.
But I don't say it that often.
No. Sometimes you do enable some craziness that I have to say no
Yeah.
to. Isn't that
My
your family
weirdos.
type, the enabler? Or was that one of them you mentioned?
Yeah, I think it was, I feel like I was a combo of the caretaker and the hero, actually, with my parents.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm an enabler with all my friends. They're just all my friends. I want to enable them to make mini vision boards and little spell jars.
But you've yelled at me before.
About what? In a good way? Like in a way where you needed it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but like
Phew.
not acting like everything I do is right.
Okay,
and
good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sometimes I need to check in. I guess I don't really know how I act. Earlier today, we were talking about like food preferences, and I kept being like,
You kept
I
saying
don't
lies
like-
about yourself.
yeah, I kept being like, I don't like this. And then we would all kind of reflect on it and be like, what? You like, you do.
Actually,
you
you really,
you
really
make
like those
this. You
things.
like this. You've liked this when I made it for you. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Huh. And then it would be like a new food category that I'd be like, well, I hate this. But long story short, I don't think you're crazy and I never will. Except for when you're being fucking crazy. And then I'll tell you.
Thank you. I need that.
You're welcome.
That's that. That's my Venus update. The prophecy has, I mean,
It's
to know that he's what I was looking for, the proof will be in the pudding, and the
Mhm.
pudding's not set yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. I love pudding.
I'm really happy for you.
Excited to eat the pudding. When it's ready, I love pudding. The texture's awesome.
Pudding is, sorry, don't. Pudding is underrated.
Yeah.
I think.
And get like a rice pudding too. Yeah, give me the texture.
I think that's a yucky for me.
We've talked a lot today.
We've
And I
talked
think
a lot.
that's quite enough.
It's enough. It's so hot in this room. We have to stop. I am a prisoner of my own heat.
And we have a movie to see tonight, and I gotta go home.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm excited.
I'm excited. We're gonna see him.
And
To
we'll
all the
let you
listeners.
know. We'll let you know how it is in a safe, spoiler-free way. Although we are thinking about releasing some bonus episodes for Patreon subscribers, where we like review. If we watch a TV show together or a movie, we like review it. Very spoiler heavy. Give our full, unfiltered thoughts.
Let us know if that's interesting to you.
Let us know. We are still looking for Cosmic Council entries. If you have a question about anything at all, you can DM us at Super Sister Signs on TikTok or Instagram. And you can also email us at supersistersigns@gmail.com. And that's also true if you like the movie idea and you want to let us know, or you
Just give us your thoughts, please. We want to
one
hear.
of our outfits was cute or something.
Yeah.
Let us know. We like to hear from you.
Bye, Star Babies!